Good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here with us today, and thank you to all of our local officials and community partners for making today's four exciting announcements for Eastern Kentucky possible. I am Dennis Keene, the Commissioner of the Department of Local Government. Our agency works with local governments across the Commonwealth by providing guidance, training, and grant opportunities. Our agency encourages all cities and counties to contact us about grant opportunities available to invest in the future of our Commonwealth and to improve the lives of all Kentuckians. Today, we are here to announce grant funding for Eastern Kentucky from two different sources, the Appalachian Regional Commission and the Tennessee Valley Authority. The ARC is a federal state economic development program designed to assist our Appalachian communities by investing in projects that create jobs, develop a ready workforce, and provide health care and educational services. ARC is a valuable state partner that has provided more than $40 million to Eastern Kentucky in the fiscal year 2019. The Regional Development Assistance Program is available to counties within the TVA service area. In lieu of payment of property taxes, communities are eligible for this funding for economic development projects. Today, it is an honor to celebrate these announcements and to share this podium with a Kentuckian who continues to work tirelessly to protect us from COVID-19 and always leads with integrity and transparency. It is my great honor to introduce your Governor, Andy Beshear.
Well, good morning, and to those that are gathered here or those that are watching, welcome to the state capitol. And while this is a beautiful building and this is going to be a great day, boy, I wish we were in Eastern Kentucky today. I wish we were in Eastern Kentucky making these announcements where more of the public could be there and could feel the excitement that these projects are going to create. But COVID-19 tests us in many different ways, not just how we do some of these announcements, but also why we do these projects. I will tell you that as governor, and I know for other elected officials, when you get to do a ribbon cutting, when you get to start to make that first dig in the ground with the shovel, it feels really good. But we don't do it for those moments. We do these projects, we invest these dollars to better the lives of our people. And today we're proving that. We're doing this in a way that doesn't have the same fanfare, but it is going to have the same result, bettering the lives of our people, specifically in Eastern Kentucky. And today's announcements are going to create more jobs. They're going to build better infrastructure. They're going to provide clean water and wastewater to our people. All of those things that I believe create real opportunity. And even during this trying time, we've had reason to celebrate the last 2 days, celebrating local, state, and federal leaders coming together to move Eastern Kentucky forward, creating a better life and better opportunity for our people. Now, I wanted to be governor to basically give everybody a true shot at that great life that we care so much about in Kentucky, to improve our health care, to make sure everybody could get a high-quality education, and to make sure that there are good jobs in every community across Kentucky. I remember an announcement we did in Pikeville, listening to parents that were told that if their child had autism, the best thing they could do is move to get the care they need. You should never be told, whether it is for the health care opportunities or for an opportunity at a great job, that you should have to move from a place that you love. Our job is to make the investments, to create the opportunity so that we never have to hear those words. More importantly, none of our families that we serve ever have to hear those words again. In Team Kentucky, it's what we talk about as the where. You always want to know where you're going. To us, it's wages, health care, education, retirement, and example. And while I am not able to travel now, we were able to take one trip during this pandemic, and it was to Eastern Kentucky. It was part of the numerous trips we took before March 6th in that first case, showing that this administration is laser focused on working with our local leaders on improving opportunity in Eastern Kentucky. a value that I was raised in, both in my church and in my family, is everybody counts. And when we have a part of Kentucky whose economy has been devastated by what's happened in the coal industry, where we have not seen over decades the type of growth and chances that we've seen in other places, we got to do better, and we got to do more. Because as a governor of a state, I cannot be satisfied until every area of our state is moving forward. And I hope that all of us, whether we call ourselves Team Kentucky or members of the Commonwealth, feel the same. As we face this unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen just how hard Kentuckians are willing to work and how much we care about each other. We are taking actions like wearing a mask, holding events differently, which we are seeing here today. And I got to tell you, I'm so proud of Eastern Kentucky's reaction and actions during COVID-19. Maybe more so than any other area of the state, we see local leaders being proactive before there are a huge number of cases, knowing that they could be there and that we have seen it happen in other places, and doing what it takes to protect our people. And I believe that the reason that we have seen in many areas fewer cases is because of the leadership of people in this room and throughout Eastern Kentucky. These are not the only grants that we have awarded to support Eastern Kentucky. Since December, we've announced more than $26 million in grants just to our Eastern Kentucky communities. They've supported the Sykes Call Center in Hazard, Project Heart in the Pikeville Medical Center, and park improvements in Louisa, Sandy Hook, and Moorhead, just to name a few. Yesterday, we announced 4 projects in Breathitt County, Wayne County, Hazard, and Hindman. And today, we're once again proving our commitment to a better, stronger, more resilient Eastern Kentucky, one where we don't just limp out of the COVID-19 crisis, we don't just walk out of it, but we run directly into our future with hope, with inspiration, knowing how tough we are, knowing how much we care about each other, and if we can defeat this virus the way we are, there is nothing that we can't do in this Commonwealth. So today we're announcing 4 exciting projects. They were made possible because of the collaboration with local officials, community leaders, and staff, and our state and federal partners. We got a lot of people here today, and I'm about to read them, but the one thing that I hate, needing to keep to a lower capacity, is that we don't have a lot of the grant writers that are here today. I know people that are appreciated by those that you're going to hear from today who put in hard work and time, and boy, just look at how much that is paying off. I want to thank a number of people that have made this possible. Harlan County Judge Executive Dan Mosley, Executive Director of One Harlan County Colby Kirk, Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams, Chairman of the Southern Water and Sewer District Jeff Prater, Magoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman, Salyersville Mayor Pete Shepard, Salyersville Waterworks Chairman Dave Gardner, Johnson County Judge Executive Mark McKenzie, General Manager of Paintsville Utilities Bob Pack, and Big Sandy ADD Director Ben Hale. And thanks to everybody else who worked on these projects to make them possible. Yes, there probably aren't going to be as many people thanked as if we were able to do these in person. But remember, that's not why we do this. That's not why people put together the grants. What we're really celebrating here is bettering the lives of our people, and I love that we're living up to the example of that. So today we're announcing more than $2 million in Appalachian Regional Commission and Regional Development Agency Assistant Program grants for 4 projects in Eastern Kentucky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the projects individually. We're going to have our county judge or representative step up to a mic that is, if you're watching, in this direction, but it's going to be in the center of your screen. Again, we're trying to do everything in the safest possible way, setting a good example. Let's start one of my favorite places in Kentucky, Floyd County. Floyd County will use a $248,955 grant for the Estill Bottom Emergency Water Line Relocation Project. These funds will be used to repair an outdated water line and ensure continued service to the community. Upon completion, Floyd County will extend 1,700 linear feet of water line to provide better quality drinking water and full service for 15 area business and 300 households. Clean drinking water is a basic human right, and we're living up to our values, our faith, and our obligations today by making this happen. So we've got Judge Executive Robbie Williams from Floyd County for remarks.
Good morning. Thank you, Governor Beshear. I'm Judge Executive Robbie Williams of Floyd County. I'm here today, along with Jeff Prater, the Chairman of the Southern Water District Board, to thank Governor Beshear, the Department for Local Government, and the Appalachian Regional Commission for the grant award for the Estill Bottom relocation project in Floyd County. The Southern Water District services over 5,200 customers in southern Floyd County. This grant will be used to repair a particular section of water system that has been a problem for some time. Customers repeatedly experienced issues with water outages and no water pressure. This funding will allow Southern Water to provide adequate water service to residents and businesses in the Wayland area. I would also like to take the time to thank the board, the management, and the employees of Southern Water District and the amazing turnaround that they have accomplished over the last 12 months. But Governor Beshear, we know this turnaround would not have been possible without your support and the support of several agencies within your administration who have stepped up to help Southern Water in their time of need. So on behalf of myself, Southern Water District, and the residents of Floyd County, Governor Beshear, we want to thank you for your continued support.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah. I will say that's a sound I miss, and I look forward to the opportunity for us to get back to more of an old normal as soon as we can. Next, Harlan County. Harlan County Fiscal Court will use $153,846 in funds from the RDAAP for the Business Park Natural Gas Infrastructure Project. This funding will be used to develop a natural gas utility system for the Tri-Cities areas of the county in the Harlan County Business Park. These are the type of investments that we have to attract the employers, create the jobs, and the opportunity right in our backyard. We don't bring in a new factory, a new employer overnight. It takes the hard work, the investments. A little bit of it is the if you build it, they will come, and that's what we're doing here. We are building it. So Judge Executive Dan Mosley.
Good morning. It's great to be with you today here in the Rotunda. We appreciate Governor Beshear's support of our economic development project in Harlan County. Our business park, as you see on the screen, has turned into a remarkable investment. We started this project with a vision a couple of years ago by taking county-owned property that we already had that was out of the floodplain, that was near highway access, and had water and sewer already in place. With the Kentucky Wired project, the broadband infrastructure will come right by that site on 119. The backbone infrastructure will make it very easy to get broadband to that site. But the one box that we lack to check in economic development, you got to have the skilled workforce, you got to have a site where you can locate companies, and you got to have all utilities. And the number one utility that companies have demanded that we've spoke with has been natural gas. And fortunately, we have a well that's just about a mile away from this site. So the investment through the RDAP funds that the governor has supported and the Department of Local Government has approved has given us the opportunity to get one step closer to making this site even more competitive to attract jobs and put those laid-off coal miners back to work. You know, we've been through a lot of challenges in eastern Kentucky, and just a year ago we saw national attention garnered with what happened with the black jewel miners. Many of those folks are still looking for career opportunities. We have an excellent skilled workforce in eastern Kentucky and in Harlan County that will be remarkable for any company that locates there. So we're honored to receive this funding. We're one step closer to getting companies landed. I appreciate Colby Kirk, our Executive Director of Economic Development, who's with me today. He's doing a remarkable job in marketing our area, and the best is yet to come for eastern Kentucky. Bright days are ahead. Thank you, Governor Beshear, for your support of this project.
All right, hear, hear. Now, we have another special guest with us here today who is the state senator for the counties and the projects we just announced, Johnny Ray Turner. I will tell you that from the moment that I was elected, Johnny Ray has worn me out. But he has done it. He has done it for the necessary infrastructure, a number of road projects going on right now, about the creation of hundreds of jobs, which are now in place at Corrections Institute that the state is leasing, and so many other opportunities like this. He has been an integral and driving force, and certainly is a friend of mine. Senator, you want to say a couple words? He votes on my budget, so we got to invite him up here.
Well, thank you, Governor. We certainly appreciate the projects and the money that's coming to Floyd County and Harlan County for these projects, and Knott County yesterday. And when I was first running for office, when I was campaigning, the thing that I heard more and more when I went around my district was we need safe drinking water. And over my tenure, we've been able to use our coal severance money, which is dwindling down now, but we've been able to use our coal severance money to make great strides in providing safe drinking water to the people of the 29th district. And I've worked closely with you and our judges on projects, but what you've done for Eastern Kentucky with the prison, with the water projects, with the road infrastructure that's coming to Eastern Kentucky, it's going to make a big difference for our counties in Eastern Kentucky, for job opportunities, for economic development, and we can't thank you enough in Eastern Kentucky. Thank you very much, Governor.
We appreciate you. All right, Paintsville, Johnson County. Paintsville's going to use a $1.5 million grant for the Paintsville, Johnson County Economic Development Sewer Expansion Project. City's going to use these funds to extend the sewer line from the Paintsville Wastewater Treatment Plant to the Honey Branch Wastewater Treatment Plant. The project will expand and improve service for 10 area businesses and 75 households. Again, making sure that we provide that basic human right, clean water, and that we build the infrastructure that helps us not only grow businesses, but how about grow our families too? Everybody deserves those basic services. So we got Judge Executive Mark McKenzie here for remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Governor, for allowing us to be here this morning to officially accept this award. We appreciate you. We appreciate Commissioner Keene for the invitation to be here today. I'm grateful for the opportunity as Judge Executive of Johnson County to accept this award from the Appalachian Region Commission on behalf of Johnson County, the citizens of Johnson County, Mayor Runyon, who had with the city of Paintsville, who had a prior family commitment, couldn't be here, and also along with Paintsville Utilities, and Bob Pack is General Manager, and he's here with us today as well. So we're very grateful to have this opportunity and accept this grant for this project. We will combine these funds, this $1.5 million from ARC, we will combine this with funds that have already been awarded from the Abandoned Minelands Pilot Program, as well as KIA and SRF loan dollars to complete this US 23 sewer expansion project. And I know that every community has projects that they pursue, and every one of them they pursue they believe will make a difference in their community, otherwise they wouldn't spend the time to do that. But some projects really rise above the impact of a community, and we believe this project rises above. This project delivers so much value to our community, not just when it's completed, the day it's completed, but it's going to provide value for our community to the future. And a lot of the work that we do, sometimes we don't know, we may never see the value or the benefit of the projects, but this is a key infrastructure project that we have because it brings great value to our community. It's going to help us with economic development. It's going to help us with some environmental concerns in the area. It's going to provide opportunity for growth and expansion in our tourism industry. It does a lot of things for our community, and so it's a multifaceted, multi-value project for us. But even as good as the project is, we all recognize that the key to this project being successful for our community is the fact that we collaborated on this project. And from the very beginning, Mayor Runyon and I, along with all the support of the City Council and the Fiscal Court, our office staffs, the community overall. All that collaboration makes projects like this work. Otherwise, it's a project, but the project really means something when you collaborate on it, and we're really happy that this has happened. So together, we were determined that we were going to work with our partners together, city, county, city utilities, our local economic development authority, One East Kentucky, all the partners in our area that really make these things work. We work together to help to see this come to pass. We're going to create infrastructure that's much needed, as the governor's already alluded to, the value of infrastructure in our communities. And so we're going to use this obviously to support our commercial and our industrial development as well. And we're looking to create good paying jobs in Johnson County, East Kentucky. This also goes right along with our plan. Johnson County just recently acquired its own 15-acre industrial site. And so we also understand very clearly we need infrastructure, but we have to have a place to put folks. And we believe that we now are moving forward in that respect. And so, again, we want to thank the Appalachian Region Commission. We want to thank Governor Beshear. We want to thank Commissioner Keene for recognizing how important this project is for economic development and to the citizens of Johnson County and Paintsville. So thank you all for your support.
One of my favorite stops that I've ever taken around Kentucky is in Johnson County Middle School. My goodness, with kids out there trying to change the world, winning international competitions, looking at a program that we had when I was Attorney General and improving it that very day. Special school system, special place, really special young Kentuckians. Salyersville and Magoffin County is next. Salyersville Waterworks will use a $453,580 grant for the Salyersville Route 30 pressure sewer project. This project will extend an existing sewer pressure collector and add pump stations to provide service to more local customers. These needed infrastructure improvements will also help prevent public health threats, something that we're all very focused on right now. Upon completion, the system will provide better, more reliable service to 3 area businesses and 27 households, and with a major road project. Right now, better connecting Salyersville to the rest of Kentucky, and that is going to connect a large swaths of eastern Kentucky. That Mountain Parkway being one of my very top transportation goals. That expansion I want to get done while I am governor, and I'm going to continue to put large amounts of money in my proposed budget towards it. I think Salyersville and Magoffin County are poised for very significant growth. And one of the reasons is their judge executive, a friend of mine, Matt Wireman.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you. Appreciate the invite for being here. On behalf of the citizens of Magoffin County, I want to thank you and Commissioner Keene for your investment in our local community. I got to thank our good friend Rocky Adkins for always making sure that Eastern Kentucky is on everybody's map. I want to thank the Salyersville Waterworks and their chairman, David Gardner, and Mayor Pete Shepard of Salyersville, because they are continually looking for funding opportunities not only for Salyersville but for all of Magoffin County. Public sewer projects are not very glamorous. We all know they benefit the environment and they make life a little easier for our citizens and our local businesses. But they do more than that. They help increase the value of our properties and make Salyersville and Magoffin County more inviting to new residents and more marketable to new potential businesses. Water projects are vital pieces of infrastructure needed for a better life and a tough place to live. And it's essential to economic growth in Magoffin County and Eastern Kentucky. And without funding sources like the ARC, we just could not make these projects happen. We must continue to build out public work projects across our counties to ensure that people have safe drinking water and sanitary sewer. And we have to entice our people to stay in Eastern Kentucky. In Magoffin County, we have seen nearly 10% of our population leave over the last decade. And when folks leave, they take their pocketbooks and their money with them. And those of us who choose to stay in Eastern Kentucky and to live that Eastern Kentucky dream have to pay more to continue having the basic services that we get from our public entities. But I know in Magoffin County we have hope because we are putting the pieces together to create opportunity. Thanks to Congressman Rogers, and Governor Steve Beshear, we have an industrial park that is nearing shovel-ready status. It's situated adjacent to the Mountain Parkway expansion. So we've got a 4-lane starting right there in Magoffin County. We have an information highway in Magoffin County that's second to none. We got countywide fiber connectivity that generates internet speeds and pricing that is comparable to any place in the United States. Geographically, we are centrally located in eastern Kentucky. But most of all, we have a determined and hard-working people. We have the highways. We're putting the pieces together, and all we need is that opportunity. Governor, again, I want to thank you for providing this opportunity and for making sure that Magoffin County stays on the map and for investing in our folks. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is an administration dedicated to all of Kentucky, dedicated specifically to Eastern Kentucky. And there are lots of reasons for that. I talked about the ones that are personal to me, but there's also somebody that's working at my side every single day that ensures that Eastern Kentucky is in every single conversation, no matter what we're talking about. Rocky Adkins has served an invaluable role in this administration. In everything from dealing with complicated legislative matters to having a special relationship with so many of our local officials. He has been an invaluable partner. And having him right in there in that governor's office suite makes sure that Eastern Kentucky is always not just represented, but very well represented in this administration. So one of Eastern Kentucky's favorite sons, who has taught me more about Morehead State basketball than I ever thought was possible, Rocky Adkins.
Well, Governor, thank you very much for the opportunity to work in this administration. As I look in this beautiful rotunda today, and I have a chance to see so many of our great leaders that get it, that understand it, that know what we need to do to make sure Eastern Kentucky is competitive, will be competitive in the future. When I see these 4 county judges and the folks that are with them, the mayors and folks that work for water districts and the infrastructure needs of our region, I want to make sure that everybody listening today understands. You know, the core of the 4 counties we have here today, the core of the counties that we had here yesterday. 3 days ago, the governor stood here and talked about Western Kentucky and the needs of access roads into industrial parks and made those announcements. So when he truly says he cares about all of Kentucky, I get to see that every day. But he also has I think a special vision without question about parts of Kentucky that need help the most. And that all those parts of Kentucky need to have that opportunity is the ability to work with great leaders at the local level. This governor has been to our region of Kentucky, to my region of Kentucky, more than any other region since he has been governor. We had already made, I think, Governor, 6 trips to Eastern Kentucky before March the 6th, which started COVID in Kentucky. Since then, he has made very few appearances, I think maybe only 2 since COVID. And one of those was back in Eastern Kentucky when we announced the Children's Hospital there, along with the expansion of Pikeville Regional Medical Center. So I think you all understand that this governor cares about our region, and he cares about all regions of Kentucky. The counties of Floyd and Johnson, counties of Harlan and Magoffin that are represented here today, and the ability to work with those communities and the understanding that this governor has because of your communication back to us. It's impossible for him to fund a ARC application or any other application if it's not on the radar or somebody hadn't done the work, like an ad district or somebody in your office, to make sure that those can be looked at and actually considered for funding. So this is a team effort. And you know, the governor and I talk a lot about building a better Kentucky, a better Kentucky. And that's going to be the focus as we continue forward. Without infrastructure, you don't have a chance to compete. And with ARC dollars, and with the ability and water and sewer and a goal that this governor has for broadband across this state, to give people the ability to communicate whether you live in the head of a holler or you live in the center of a major urban area. Broadband across this Commonwealth to compete in this global economy is a part of the infrastructure that we're going to be stressing a lot as we build this better Kentucky. So today is a special day for our region. Yesterday was a special day, and the over now $26 million that's been committed to the region of Eastern Kentucky for infrastructure, for tourism destinations. And as I looked at another individual that spoke here today that I've had the opportunity, Governor, to work with when I was a member of the House, and now continue to work with him, Senator Johnny Ray Turner, who gets it, who understands our region, and who is working hard every day to try to make good things happen, not only for his senatorial district, but all across our region. So it's important to have strong leaders. I'll say this again. I'm not only from Eastern Kentucky. I live in Eastern Kentucky. And I'm a proud Eastern Kentuckian from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And from the downturn of the coal economy and the loss of thousands of jobs of people who had to leave our region, and a depopulation that we're seeing is wrong. I don't care any place in America, that is wrong, and this governor understands that. So to build these infrastructure needs and to build up hope and opportunity again is going to be something that's on the front burner every day that we step in this office with the leadership of this governor. Now, Governor, I've got to make one plug before I step away. The federal dollars we get are based on population. The federal dollars we get is based on population. The census is out there now for people to comply, to fill out the form and be counted. And you may say, well, why does that matter? Well, it matters from education to health and human services and to the very money that we're handing out here today. It's important for our communities to make sure you're counted in our region of Eastern Kentucky. And I'm going to challenge my folks back home. Our numbers are not where they need to be. Many of our Eastern Kentucky counties have not committed to 50% of people who have responded to the census. We can do better than that. And we've got to do better than that to be able to invest those funds back in our region and across Kentucky to build that better Kentucky. Governor, thank you for your commitment, not only to Eastern Kentucky, but thank you for your commitment to all of Kentucky. This is Team Kentucky, and we are in it together. And I will tell you that when people work together, great things happen. And they happen like they are here today. Congratulations to all the counties represented here today. All the best. We're here to help any way we can. Thank you all.
I think Rocky's comment on the census is right on. And I think I started today by saying I believe and I was raised that everybody counts. Well, if you believe you count, make sure you're counted. That's how the federal government decides where the needs are out there. And the concern that an area like Eastern Kentucky that needs more federal investment might get less because of not stepping up and being counted, that's something that we simply cannot let happen. The world is pretty different right now. It's like it's turned our entire lives upside down. But I'd like to think that in every difficult moment that there is opportunity for growth, that there is a chance to be better. And so I hear a lot of governors across the country saying, we're going to build back. I don't think that's good enough. I think we've got to build better. That we can now see what happens when our needs are laid bare, what happens when people don't have health care, what happens when communities don't have the broadband they need. We are seeing it right now, and our people are paying the price. So our goal coming out of this ought to be a better Kentucky. Not just build back, but build better. And today we got a lot of local leaders that are committed to doing just that with some good projects that are going to help. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Rachel.